Day Drinkers.
You are listening to the Day Drinkers Society podcast.
Give me a hell yeah!
Oh, yeah!
Yeah! Oh, yeah!
Drinking beer with the sun on my shades. All my friends are here with me. Come along and hear us talk and laugh a lot. It's the Day Drinkers Society.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brad Compton.
Howdy.
So we're gonna do 5 beers now.
All right.
Because we started without hitting record on the first one.
Mic 1, 2.
But the first one was Tup's Juice Pack. And what did you think about that one?
It was good. Yeah, it was really good.
I liked it.
Good poolside beer for sure.
It's like a hazy, but it's not as hazy as they've gotten, I guess.
Well, it's not very hoppy, which is nice. Yeah. So
it's not thick.
Yeah. It's not the 10W30.
Let's grab beer number 2. And I didn't get anything crazy. I just got kind of normal styles, but the store I went to didn't really have anything crazy.
Yeah. What's this one?
This is Redbud Berliner Weiss style.
Nice.
Oh, I hear Jay.
So tell me about the band. How's things going?
Things are going good, man. Things are going good. We recorded our EP.
Nice.
We're waiting for it to get mixed and mastered, and then we'll have that out.
Hoping by summertime or just
kind of taking our time with it.
Yeah.
We want to add a lot of stuff to it too, and make sure it's good.
Yeah.
We want to put a solid thing out there. But yeah, so if y'all get a chance, go see Fade
I
at
like
Night.
that one.
Berliner Weiss.
Yeah, that's really good. Cheers.
Sweet.
Has a very lemon tone to the back end.
It does.
That's really good. I could drink that.
Almost too much.
Think so?
Anyways, tell me about the first time you got drunk.
So the first time I got drunk, high school, freshman year, I used to work at a place, Marble Slab Creamery in Flower Mound, and we were closing down shop, and a buddy that worked with me, Mike, his mom was, she was dating this guy, and he came and picked us up, and we were in this red Monte Carlo, from 1998. I mean, just could put $5 in that thing, just cruise down Flower Mound roads, Little Troy, big baller, all that stuff. Just, we just thought we were the shit.
Yeah.
But he picked us up. And he's like, hey, what are you guys doing tonight? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, you want to get drunk? I was like, okay. So we pulled into the Diamond Shamrock, and he bought me a 6-pack of Bud Ice, if you guys remember that stuff. Yep. Yeah, horrible. But
we just had some the other day, I think.
I don't, are they still around?
I think they are.
That's like a Busch Latte, just kind of on the same spectrum.
Yeah.
But we, just went cruising around, and I got drunk in the back of a Monte Carlo, and then went to a friend's house after, and started passing around the bong. And next thing you know, it's like I'm high and drunk at the same time. Vomit everywhere.
Yep.
Hangover, drunk, all within the first time. Said I would never do it again, and here I am, 20 years plus later, and just rinse and repeat.
Living the life.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. You shouldn't mix both of those.
I learned that.
Especially your first time.
Yeah. Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible.
I don't like doing it now.
No, I don't.
So I
can't even handle CBD.
Yeah.
I went to a shop because I decided I thought I was going to try sobriety, and I did that for about 8 months, and it was horrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And basically I was like, well, I'm going to try the CBD route and see how this is. And I had no idea what milligrams in this. So I was like, oh, there's a red one, there's a green one, there's a blue one. And I took a whole one, and I swear I felt like my arms were about to just fly off. I couldn't find myself. I didn't know my center, where it's like, I can drink, I can control my buzz. Whereas with that, it's like I had no control. I don't know if I liked it.
I mean, it's hit or miss. Some of them don't do anything. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I know that the seldom times I've tried it, some of them will do nothing.
Yeah.
Or someone will send you to space.
Yeah, and that's just... Well, what's the difference between the Delta 9, the 8s, the 10s, all that? It's like, that's a foreign language to me,
Yeah.
I'm sure my work peeps, in Colorado are like, oh yeah, you screwed up big time, Mr. Texas, They could tell me the prescription for everything.
This last year at Yuletide, we did that because we every year we throw a party, and this year we threw a party at Delta 8 Denton,
Yeah.
and it's a
Is it a
CBD
bar?
store.
Okay.
So they
Oh, so
only
it's a-
sell
it's a weed
CBD
shop.
stuff.
Gotcha.
Basically, yeah. A Denton dispensary,
Yeah.
if you will. But somebody went and bought a whole roll of these gummy bear things and then started passing them out. And we're like, they say, well, it's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
We left, went to another bar. Nobody ordered another drink. Everybody's just standing around like, what's going on?
Just spaced out.
Spaced out. It was karaoke night. We're just like we're at a real concert. We're like, this is awesome.
Dude, I love karaoke, by the way.
Yeah, we do too.
Like, I could
we go
sing,
quite often.
and it's like, I feel like Brennan from Step Brothers. There's a hidden talent inside of me. It's like only 3 people have ever seen me sing in my entire life, you know?
Say you have the voice of an angel.
I do, yeah. You fucking with me right now?
Man, I've been watching a lot of old classic movies. I watched that one. Old School still
yeah.
holds up.
Yeah.
Still holds up. But we are becoming Frank the Tank.
We are, 100%. Have you ever seen the movie, I love John Candy, Great Outdoors, like classic
I haven't
stuff?
seen that one.
Oh my gosh.
I've been trying to
dude,
watch his older
Chris,
stuff. I just watched Uncle Buck this year.
So good.
And Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
So good. It's
But I
like the
haven't-
best Thanksgiving movie.
I haven't
Between that and
finished them.
Son-in-Law. Like, we have our holiday season. It's, you have Son-in-Law, then you have, Christmas season. Of course, you got to watch, Christmas Vacation, the whole thing.
Yeah.
What's the one? Red Ryder BB Gun.
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story. But,
Home Alone. One
yeah,
and
but
two.
it's like the
Not
Thanksgiving,
three.
no one ever gives it really that much credit. So you kind of
Yeah.
just have to, fill the gaps where you can. Which, by the way, Die Hard or Lethal Weapon?
Why would you make me choose between those?
Lethal Weapon is more than a Christmas movie than Die Hard. I'm probably going to get some hate for this. Everyone's all about Die Hard, but I'm like, dude, watch Lethal Weapon. It is completely like Christmas. The whole thing.
It's weird how suicidal Mel Gibson was in that movie.
He was.
Like, it's kind of dark.
It was very dark.
But at the time, like, it didn't seem that bad. I don't know. I guess watching it as a kid, I didn't pick up on those subtle hits.
Well, they're
like,
about to make another Lethal Weapon. You know that, right?
Are they really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm getting too old for this shit. Like 30 years later,
Yeah. Danny Glover must need some money.
I love Danny Glover. So tell me about concerts. What's the best show you've ever been to?
Oh, the best one? I have like a top 5, but I think my favorite one, just because it was more theatrical, was Pussifer at the Majestic.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so it starts out, Maynard comes out just carrying an Airstream, like a little tiny 1-bedroom Airstream.
Yeah.
Sets up camp, gets his little table out, gets his wine out, pours a couple glasses.
From his own winery, obviously.
And then, like, the band just illuminates out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And Josh Freese was on drums that night.
Wow.
And, it was so awesome. It was so theatrical. It was pretty cool.
So I've never seen Pussifer. I've seen Perfect Circle twice. I've seen Tool 3 times. And it's just... Those guys are like fine wine, like kind of like Metallica. It's like the more they come out, it's like the better the performance gets, and I love to see those guys live.
Dude, every time any one of those come around, they're spot on.
Yeah.
It's not the same with Deftones.
That's what I hear.
I've seen Deftones like 20 times. There's 5 of them that I wish I could get refunds for.
Really?
Like, Chino just not feeling it, or like the sound guy threw on like so much delay on his vocals that you can't even understand what he's saying.
That sucks. Do you feel like it's the venue, like they're trying to do like big stadium stuff, or just do you feel like they're better in a smaller, intimate type setting?
I think he goes through a lot of depressions.
Yeah.
And it was one of those depression times for that particular show I'm talking about.
It's like,
was
show
one
must
time-
go on, whatever.
Yeah. One time we showed up like 3 songs late. And another time, like we went to see all the bands that were on the bill, and the doors said they opened at 7. We get there at 6:30, and 2 bands have already played.
Wow.
And I'm like, what's going on? Like, you could hear them as we're like in line to park.
Yeah.
Like, this is bullshit.
People used to say the same thing about Guns N' Roses back in the day, though, because
Yeah.
of Axl Rose. Like, he had to have everything perfect, and he would just make people wait
He
forever.
started a riot once. And
Yeah.
killed some people.
I know. Well, when James Hetfield got burned up after the flare came up under his feet, people were like, I think it was like Olympia Stadium, something. I'm going to screw that up. But people were like rolling cars, pissing, just starting fires, hitting cop cars, all that stuff, Mm-hmm. Yeah, best concert I ever went to was actually like a conglomeration. It was at the old Dallas Cowboy Stadium when it was in Irving.
I never went to a show there.
It was 1999 or 2000. I'm a little blurry on the years, but it was Powerman 5000, System of a Down,
Okay.
Kid Rock,
Okay.
Korn, and Metallica.
Was that the free one?
Yeah.
They did a free one?
No, it wasn't free. We paid for it. It was like $100 a ticket or whatever it was back in the day.
Was it the Sanitarium
Well,
tour?
the reason why, so this is what happened. This is why it was free. So James Hetfield apparently fell off a jet ski, but I think he was going through a lot more than that. I think he was going through his first rehab stint.
Rehab days?
Yeah. But what was so unique about this concert, Chris, is all the bands played. Korn, freaking awesome. Dude, I was like, so like we're at the backside of the goalpost. There was one goalpost which was removed. That's where the main stage was. We're on the backside. But it's like cowboy turf, all that stuff. And Korn came out, they played. But then when Metallica came on, it was like, they were like, James is not here. He's injured. But all the bands like got to do really cool, like, they were doing cover songs, but then created their own song. It was a once-in-a-lifetime thing you would never hear anywhere else. And it was so freaking awesome.
I think I remember that, because didn't they do it? It was like 2 days?
Yeah, it was like 2
a
days,
2-day
back
show?
to back. But Lars came out and he said, hey, motherfuckers, all you Metallica heads, keep your tickets. James, he's going to get better. We're going to come back, and we're going to put a concert on for free, 4 hours and nothing but
That's
just,
what it was.
And
Yeah.
so we
Okay.
went to Jexa at the time, Energy Pavilion, and dude, it was back when they were doing the whole Mission Impossible, soundtrack and all that stuff. But
Biscuit was there.
oh yeah, it
Yeah.
was so cool.
I've still never seen Biscuit, but
I've never seen them, but like they're doing stuff now.
yeah, they're touring. They're touring this summer. I think we're gonna go.
Really,
Yeah, they're playing over at Dos Equis.
dude, that's
So
awesome.
I think we're gonna go. But the only thing that stops me is it's August in Texas outside.
No, it sucks.
We went to Mudvayne last year.
Yeah.
In August in Texas. and
It's horrible. It's like watching a
fucking
Rangers
ridiculous.
baseball game on second freaking inning,
like,
2
dude.
o'clock. It's like, yeah, we're out of here.
It was so hot that they let everybody in the lawn come to the seats just to get in the shade.
yeah.
Because they didn't have enough medical staff to, if anybody had heat strokes.
I went to Summer's Last Stand, Slipknot. A good buddy of mine went, and holy crap, it was literally September, and it was so hot. I mean,
Yeah.
we're out there, just partying, tailgating, doing the whole gambit with people, meeting new friends, high-fiving, all that stuff.
Right.
You're like freaking hammered before the freaking first song comes on. But dude, when Corey came out, it's like you hear the, just the screen right there, just, you get so energized.
Yep.
And it's like, it's just electric. And you see the freaking lifts come up and drums swirling upside down and all this stuff. It
Yeah.
was so badass.
Man, yeah.
But yeah, I like air conditioning. I
It's
run
so
rich.
much better. So much better. So it's a little warm in Texas in August.
Well, what do we got next?
Yeah, let's do the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, you pull it.
Thanks. All right. Got any 10W30 in here?
Not yet.
Oh, nice. Okay, so this is a Feisty Blonde, Honey Vanilla Blonde.
By Hot Fusion Ale Works in
All right.
Fort Worth.
Cool.
And, we've talked about them on the podcast a few times. I finally found one.
So where do you go when you get your beers?
A bunch of different places. Today I went to Goody Goody in Flower Mound.
Yeah, good
And-
good place.
They just didn't have the selection I hoped for. But it's all right.
No
Other than
complaints.
that, it's Total Wine, or we'll hit up Metzler's here in Denton, Bearded Monk, or what's the other place? Midway Mart. Sorry.
So quick recap on the Summer Sanitarium tour was it was between sets. I think it was after Kid Rock before Korn came on. And the old stadium used to have these padded seats, like little pillows. You could fold it down. It's
Yeah.
like, but everyone was like so impatient, and they realized you can rip these things off.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
the whole
just
place
flying in the air.
flying everywhere. But what was so great, like they were just going wild. You had the pit and all this stuff, and people were freaking out. But then Jason Newsted, when he was still the bassist for Metallica, came out and he's just like, "Guys,
Stop tearing
you're
up
having a
this-
good time, but can you please not throw the pillows?" There was this guy behind me. And is it good?
It's good. It's a honey blonde, so honey vanilla blonde, right? Yeah, honey vanilla.
Oh yeah, I like that.
It's good stuff.
It is good.
Now,
Yeah, he comes out and he's doing his own thing, but this dude, it was the funniest thing. He comes out from like the tunnel, and he's got his nachos, he's got his beer,
Yeah.
And this guy behind us was like, "Watch this!" And he takes this pillow. I don't know if it was his or just a conglomeration, but he swung it, caught the perfect air, hit the dude in the head. Nachos, beer everywhere. I was like, that poor soul. You know, it was a good time.
Hell yeah. Now is that I'm not sure. Lincoln Park has a DVD called Live in Texas, and I think it was at Cowboy Stadium.
It had to have been.
I think it was filmed there.
Yeah, because it was like 2 years later, you know, they blew it up.
Yeah, that's right. And then Kid Rock just came, or is coming, with the rodeo.
Oh, I didn't know he's still touring.
Yeah, he does like.
Wow.
He doesn't tour. He does like
his own
fly
private
dates.
stuff. Yeah.
But he's doing something with PBR, the bull riding, professional bull riding.
Really?
So it's like half rodeo, half Kid Rock.
Okay.
And I kind of wanted to go, but it was sold out. So I'm like, all right, well, not going to go do that.
So is he back on the Bud Light bandwagon?
He
or
is.
Like, okay.
He is.
All right.
He was on Joe Rogan the other day talking about it.
Oh, good for him.
So, like, I guess
There's a comedian.
Just go watch that, but it's pretty funny because he's like, yeah.
Complete full circle. Well, that's the thing I love. So the comedian Shane Gillis, which I don't know if it's freaking hilarious.
He's
so hilarious. But
my favorite.
Hearing him on Rogan doing his cast and everything else, just you know, I guess he's sponsored now by Bud Light.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like good for him. It's like, you know, come full circle. I was on the way here. I was actually sharing with the kids. I said, "You guys don't remember, or you've never heard of Real Men of Genius?" So I'm like, me, way too proud of Texas guy. Like, hold on, look at my shoes. Yeah, take one off here.
Texas shoes.
That's just me. I can't help it. That's who I am. But I'm like, Mr. Way Too Proud of Texas guy, you know, and just they were laughing their butt off. It was pretty hilarious. But like, I can't. I'm Texas pride. I love it.
Yeah. No, man. I used to have some swim shorts that were Texas flag. Just one big Texas flag.
Mine now, my swim shorts now are Ham from the Great Hambino from Sandlot.
Nice. He's got a. No, it's a different guy. No, it's him, right?
Yeah.
The big
redhead?
guy?
Yeah.
He's got a TikTok, and it's hilarious.
Is it really?
Yeah, he does like the dances with his friends, and like,
I think he's our age, you know?
yeah, he's funny as shit on TikTok. So I don't remember his real name, but check him out, or if you see it.
The Great Hambino, always for me. Well, that same thing for son-in-law.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I was going to say something. I can't remember what it was going to be. What I was going to say.
I threw you off, Chris.
I did. You did. Damn it. What were we just talking about right before that?
Well, we're talking about
Post
Somerset.
Malone.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit.
I wanted to talk about. So I bought a truck yesterday, right?
Yep.
And my sales rep, he was
Good
like,
looking truck, by the way.
Thank you. The sales rep, his name is George. Very nice guy. He was like, hey, by the way, have you ever heard of Post Malone?
Uh-huh.
Like, as we're doing a test drive, I'm like, yeah, obviously, Posty. Everybody knows Posty. He's
Yeah.
like,
Great find.
yeah.
Shout out.
we
Local boy.
used to go to high school together, man.
No way.
We rode the bus from like 5th grade on.
Yeah.
And like we were kind of good friends until he got big and then like doesn't have time to talk to us anymore. I was like, that sucks. So I bought a truck from Post Malone's high school friend.
How cool is that?
I was like, hey, that's cool.
Dude, I didn't know about it. You know, at first I was like, I don't know if I'm into his music. This was years back, but it's like,
He's
man,
done so many different things though.
but I love it. You know, his Aussie stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
He made
but it's
Ozzy
like-
famous.
He did.
Nobody would know who that was.
Right?
without him.
Who's that guy? You know,
Yeah.
bit a bat head off, spit
Yeah.
it out. No big deal.
No,
you know, for
Pete
the
on
youngers.
Pete on the Alamo
Yeah.
was banned from Texas for
Yeah,
10
banned
years.
for Texas. Yeah, no
Came
big
back,
deal.
rocked the place.
Freaking love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I love that he dabbles in everything. He just seems like a genuine cool dude to hang out with. Like you could just run into him and he'll talk to you about anything.
Yeah.
Like that's the people
You
that
ever,
I like.
You
know?
ever see his Nirvana cover
Yeah,
thing? That
freaking
was
awesome.
awesome. And then now he's doing like tours with Eddie, or not tours, but like shows with Eddie Vedder, like acoustic
Yeah.
shows.
Yep.
And
I just
Morgan
saw that on
Wallen,
TikTok the
and
other day.
He's just living his best life.
I love it.
So yeah, shout out to Posty.
Yeah. What's up?
Man, yeah. So it was, buying a truck, sitting in a dealership.
So yeah, tell me about that process.
5 hours of sitting and waiting.
Did they have balloons?
Dude, I seriously probably talked to him for 10 minutes and sat there for 5 hours.
That's crazy.
Just like
back
like
and
in
forth,
between,
just
yeah, back and
deals?
forth. Like
Yeah.
I took the second deal they gave me because it was just what I wanted.
Yeah.
I went in there with an idea. They delivered it on the second offer. I
Yeah.
was like, all right, here we go. Let's go.
So if you could change the whole buying experience on a dealership to
my
speed
God.
things up, like what what would make you feel more comfortable at a dealership? You know, was it concessions? Like, hey, give me a hot freaking muffin, give me a beer, something.
They had a whole kitchen there.
Yeah, but they didn't have beer.
No, they didn't have beer.
That's sad.
But
You're making a huge financial decision.
I know. I was thinking thinking that same exact thing sitting there. I was like, if they had beer, I would be more comfortable in this.
You probably would have bought a fucking Escalade.
Yeah, like you're gonna sell me some shit.
Yeah.
Today.
But no, it's like
Make bad decisions.
it's all good. It's just, the whole dealership experience I feel like has been the same for the last 30 years. You show up,
Yeah.
you just do the deals, I could do this payment for you, whatever.
The Carvana's trying to change that with the
Right.
car vending
Kiosk
machine,
thing,
and,
yeah.
and they'll deliver it to your house or whatever. But it's outrageously expensive to do that because you've got to pay the delivery fees, and then they hike the prices up on everything.
Right.
So it's getting there, but it's not there yet.
It's a great marketing tool, but I don't see it yet. I still like the old school. Go in, find a car you like, test drive it, and say that's the one I want. Negotiate whatever. Everyone's looking for a good deal, but they have to make their nut too. I get that. It's just it's business. World's got to go round. But the whole 5-hour thing just makes no sense to me.
It's like, why are we? What is happening?
Yeah, it's dumb.
Like, what are you doing that takes 5 hours?
I don't know.
I get pre-approved in 10 seconds. Like,
Yeah.
Now what? What are y'all doing?
Bank's approved. Sign
I think
the
it's like
paperwork. Take it to financing.
It's part of it. It's built in. Like, you have to sit here for 5 hours
Right.
before you can have the car.
Yeah. Heaven
It's like-
forbid if you want to go get Chick-fil-A or something. They get pissed
Yeah.
off. Like, you can't
Dude,
go.
Speaking of food, so I went on my lunch break to go start the paperwork.
Yeah.
They ended up holding me hostage.
Because you have a job. You got to pay for your stuff.
They ended up holding me hostage for like 3 hours.
That's so silly.
And I was like, dude, I need my keys. And I couldn't find anybody that had my keys. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll just call my boss and let him know, like, hey, it's going to take a little longer than I thought.
Right.
I go back to work, finish all my shit, come back at 5, ready to pick up my car or truck. It's not ready.
Yeah.
Hour and a half later, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I haven't eaten lunch because I spent my whole lunchtime there. I'm like, it's now 7 o'clock at night. I've only had breakfast.
You're like, honey, I'm going to be a little late tonight.
I was getting so hangry, dude. I was like cussing outside, like, motherfucker, what's happening? Like, where? And then my sales guy just disappeared. But
Holy
turns
shit.
out the detailers were so backed up that he went back there himself and
That's what you were saying.
cleaned my truck.
Yeah, like, it was a fresh trade-in.
So
So
I
it's
was
like
like,
they were probably working on the truck, making sure
wondering where
everything's
he
fine
went.
before they sold it.
I couldn't find him for like an hour. I was like,
Yeah.
where the hell did he go?
It's a good-looking truck, though, man. I love the white.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for white.
I'm cursed with white. I've only had white trucks. I've had a white Dodge Ram, 2001. I had a 2011 white Frontier.
Yeah.
Now I have a 22 white Frontier.
I love it,
But then
though.
I have black cars.
I was going to say, you had the
So I go-
300 that was black.
So yeah, the first car I ever bought was a Pontiac G5. I don't know if you know what that is. It's basically a Chevy Cobalt.
Yep.
I bought that sticker
The
price.
old Pontiac.
Sticker price $16,000, right? Mm-hmm. I paid $32,000 for that thing after everything's said and done. 'cause
Wow.
I had like 24% APR. It's my first time buying.
Yeah.
The funny thing about that, I wasn't even shopping for cars. I just pulled in there because traffic was so bad. I was like, I'll go look at something, and then they were like, "You can take it home today." And being like,
I can?
being 22,
Yeah.
I was like,
Naive. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I took it, and the dude was so rude too. I should have never even done business with this guy.
Dude,
He
isn't
was
that
so rude.
crazy?
He was
They're like, we know what we have, and
I
they
was
can
like-
be assholes.
yeah, I was like, I want to go look at the trucks. He's like, you can't afford the truck.
It's like, fuck
I
you.
was like, man, and it still sticks with me
Yeah.
to this day. I'm like, I can't afford a truck.
Shitty buying experience.
What
you
a
know?
dick. And then he did that, robbed me completely. Like, I paid twice the amount that car was
Yeah.
stickered at. It's just a bad time. But that's the only car I've paid off from front to finish. Like,
Yeah.
I got it at like 10 miles on it to 100,000.
Well, that's like the Mustang I have now. It's like I've always built cars. I love cars. I love horsepower. I love going fast.
I told Tiffany I can't learn that hobby because
dude,
that's
it's
an
so fun,
expensive
man.
hobby.
It's like
man.
you just have to get in there with the hands, and it's something I'm trying to pass to my son.
Mm-hmm.
I had a red 1991. It was a 91 Fox body. Bought it from Houston, trailered it back, pulled the whole top end off, heads, cam, the whole thing. But it's like just getting in there, learning it, doing it. But it's like I've always done building cars, hot rods, but I finally bought, a 2015 Mustang. It's the one I have now, supercharged, all that
Think
kind
that's
of
a 15?
stuff. It's a 15.
It looks new.
It's
clean for a
it's
15.
just barely rolled 30,000 miles. So But it's a clean car. It's tasteful. Has the upgrades. Supercharger.
Cold water. Cold water.
Oh yeah, don't do that. What's that?
All right, I'm gonna get us our next one. Bitter Sisters Family Trip,
All right,
Belgian style Tripel.
they're out of Texas though. I see.
Yes,
I like the can. Very vintage.
10.14% alcohol.
Oh shit! Yeah, not a poolside. That'll mess you up. And I thought Voodoo Rangers were freaking dangerous.
They are.
Yeah,
They are.
that 6-pack will mess you up. By the way, if you're not careful.
Which one?
The
Voodoo
Voodoo
Ranger?
Rangers, the 9.5, the Voodoo IPAs.
That one right there. The Fruit Force.
the ones that, the Juicy Force.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
good though.
I
I can't put them down.
I was making fun of Tiffany for that one.
She had a bad experience.
She went all in on that, and that was her drink for the night.
Oh,
And she was
gone.
gone. But yeah, this is a Bitter Sisters.
I like that can though. It's very vintage.
All
It just
their-
seems like very
All their cans are like that. They have
love
a
that.
whole line of it.
that's cool.
It's got the little camper on it and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, so like the Mustang, I've put my own work into it the last year I've had it because I can't leave anything alone.
Yeah.
Shout out to HPP Racing. Guys are freaking awesome. Manny has always done me right, and took it there, and he did his tune on it, did some suspension work, new shifter, all that stuff. But that car sings, and it wants to eat the road. And Nate loves it because I take him all the time. He's like, "Take me to school, Dad. Drop me off, pick me up in the Mustang."
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
That's
it's really
good that
cool.
Y'all have that kind of relationship.
No, it's cool. Yeah, and it's just having a kid that's 15.
You can taste
Is
that.
it powerful?
You can taste
Is it
that
powerful?
strong. You can taste it that it's strong.
Whiskey in a jarro.
Yeah.
Be careful with that.
Yep.
It's very subtle though.
But okay, so what got you into hot rodding and building or working on throwing wrenches?
It was my dad.
Yeah.
God rest him. I love him. I miss him so much.
Oh, my
it's been
dad.
2 years.
He just yelled at me a lot.
That's
to
okay.
Hold the
That's
light.
okay. Yeah, hold the light. That's
And I was never doing it right, so I didn't want to do it anymore.
You know what? But it was just, man, when we were kids, my dad always had his chair in the garage, and it was, every morning he would listen to Bo and Jim 92.5
Yeah.
and had his iced tea he'd make the night before. So I would go see him before I go to school, and I was 15 years old. And a funny story for you with that. So when we were, fast forward a few years, I was 15, getting close to getting my driver's license, and he's like, "Hey, Bubs, what kind of car do you want?" I was like, when I was a kid, when he used to work at Frontier Ford in Louisville back in the day, which is now 5-star, but used to be Frontier. Back when the Cobras came out, he brought it was like a 91 or 92 GT blue with gray bottom stripe Mustang. And he used to get demos, so he brought it home. And Saturday morning, he woke us up early, did a big old fat freaking burnout, and I was stuck. I was I was a Ford guy, Fox body guy ever since. You know, so here I am, driving age, and he bought me my first blue LX 1989 Mustang out of Garland. Thing was ragged out, And funny thing is, he's like, "I'm going to get your insurance and license. Just give me a week." But I was so impatient.
Yeah.
And I backed it out of the garage.
Oh no.
Took it out. The old 24.99 when it was asphalt.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, nothing there. Doing burnouts and just I blew the freaking oil pump. And I got out of school early. Well, I didn't know that my dad took he took the time to basically get off of work early. He came home with my insurance card, so I'm pulling into the driveway, car taking its ass off, freaking cooling, steam everywhere, and he's standing where the car was supposed to be with his arms crossed.
Like, what did you do?
With the insurance card. He got off of work early to surprise me with that. We had a fight. I fucked up. I get it. But from there on, it was like, well, what do you want to do, Bubs? And he said, we can either get rid of it or we can build it. And I said, you know what, Dad? Let's build this freaking car.
Yeah.
And we tore it apart. And what's funny is that actually became a donor car. And he, again, in the car business, he found a deal at Chevrolet Eldorado in McKinney, and he bought a 1989 4-cylinder coupe. It was called Hoopty. Mm-hmm. It was a hoopty piece of shit. It was a 4-cylinder. The turn signal had an Elvis chime that said, love me tender, love me sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like, dee, but it was like so ghetto. Like, dee, 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 dee. It's like sound like a freaking car ran over it.
Yeah.
But
Like a
so
speaking spell.
we broke that car completely down to its core, had the donor car, and we just built a freaking race car in the garage.
See, I can take a car apart. I can't put it back together. Like, I don't know where these things go.
Well, that's like my shower, we can do the same, but it's a learning curve, and trust me, I screwed up a lot of stuff on that car, but my dad and I learned so much from that experience, and I made so many friends that I'm still hardcore friends with today.
Yeah.
My buddy Dan, he was always there, and lent a hand, But he used to work at Marble Slab with me, but he'd always be like, well, what are you making that decision for, you dumbass, but it's like, we just always lifted each other up, and it was one decision after the other, but it was a cool car, and my dad had connections through the dealership, so they painted it, had flames on it back when
nice.
flames were cool,
Flames
blue
were
and
cool.
silver flames.
Flames are still cool. Just
Oh, yeah.
nobody does it.
Yeah, just, if they're done right, tastefully.
Now you just do vehicle wrap.
Yeah.
Nobody airbrushes anymore.
Nobody does. It's a dying art.
Yeah, it is. It's sad.
Dude, this is good.
It is good. I'm trying to power through it and just get it done. But
It's heavy.
that number is a lot. It's scary.
So,
So yeah, okay, so with you, with cars and your dad, mine is the same, but with guitars.
Yeah.
Because my dad played guitar.
you guys are really close.
Yeah, we hang out all the time. Which, that's cool. He's just a big kid at heart.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm kind of the same. Like, I still feel 17
That's awesome, man.
when I'm pushing 40.
Yeah, it's all right.
So it's fine. So, I'm still doing that. But, he would play guitar all the time at the house. And he had this black Stratocaster. And he showed me, like, I guess it wasn't, he didn't do it on purpose, but, like, on TV was a documentary of Jimi Hendrix. Back, like, when cable just played stuff.
Right.
Like, before
VH1.
a guide.
Yeah, MTV,
No,
yeah.
before a guide.
Oh, wow.
Like, you just click channels.
And that was it.
And it was like, he's like, that's the Black Elvis. I was like,
Oh, man.
what? Who's he? He's awesome. And he's like shredding. He's got the fire going on his guitar.
Oh,
and
how
like,
cool is that?
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
But,
So what's his main genre? Like, what's his music?
blues. Like,
Okay.
70s
So he loves
blues.
Buddy Guy.
No, more like Stevie Ray.
Stevie
Ray.
Ray.
Oh,
yeah,
Johnny
legend.
Winter.
Yeah.
Edgar Winter. Stuff like that. ZZ Top sometimes.
Yeah.
Depending on the day.
It's a dying feel,
Yeah.
to hear the blues. It's like, it moves you,
It's still there though. Like if you go, there's a like okay. So this weekend happens to be the International Guitar Festival weekend, and there's so many like amazing blues guitar players.
Yeah.
That are gonna play and stuff that you've never heard of
Really.
and probably never will.
I love that, though.
Unless you look
No
into
namers.
it.
Yeah.
Like you won't know who they are. Like they're not gonna get famous. They're not popular. Only to other guitar players. Like.
Well, it's
they're
like
just
the
kinda
gig
showing up.
they're after there, when
Yeah.
5 people are showing up and it's just like, oh, who's this guy? No namer.
Yeah, I mean they'll have a crowd, but the crowd's built in. It's not. They're not there to see them. They're just there to hear awesome guitar shredders,
Right.
and these dudes shred.
Dude, that's cool.
Like my new favorite. His name's Philip Sace. Mm-hmm. I'll send you some YouTube videos.
Yeah, please
Like,
do.
Look up Philip Sace. That dude shreds, dude.
Really?
It's amazing. I'm like, oh my god.
So is he like hardcore blues, or is he just kind of like,
he's very much modern day Stevie Ray.
gotcha?
Like it's,
He's not that kid, is it? Is it that there's
No,
a kid
no,
out?
no.
I've seen some kid from like Belgium.
yeah, I think yeah.
He's like This is like me going to the gym
I know.
and having like a 200 or like 105-pound chick outlifting me. It's like, all right, I give up. That's how I am with the guitar playing sometimes. It's like,
Yeah.
oh man, I sound good. It's like
Oh,
you
no.
see somebody who's freaking 12 years old.
You know how many
ripping
times
it?
I've wanted to quit and just
Yeah,
sell
it
everything.
pisses me off. Yeah,
I'm like, what are you doing?
it's like a natural talent.
And then I get super butthurt when like I don't want to say anything bad about him, but like Billie Eilish or
Yeah.
like it used to be Bieber, but Bieber's actually pretty cool now.
Yeah,
Like they just get superstardom and all this attention, and they didn't do anything.
I know.
I'm like,
It's like your songs are
what are
written.
you talking about?
You just have a
I
good
tried so hard. for this.
midsection or freaking band that makes it happen, and you just have the look. There after that.
Yeah.
And again, no disrespect, but
And I don't chase fame. I don't want fame. I want.
you just want to be recognized for your talent.
Yeah, like,
you know.
can y'all listen to my songs? Like
Well,
I put a lot of money.
that's
and
why I
effort into this.
love Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
and just what he's been through, and just hearing like when he did that entire album on reel to reel, because he's like, the sound is not the same. Like it sounds so much better on tape, so it's like you got to cut the freaking tape and lay it all out,
All that, yeah.
to find that out. It's like, dude, but it's
they still do that.
I know.
Like, a lot of people,
but a lot of people just want to go for the digital click button, and that's it.
It's easier to do that. Like,
Audio tune or whatever it is.
I've recorded all my stuff here through Pro Tools.
It's cheaper.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I've got friends that I went to audio engineering school.
Oh, sweet, dude.
And,
I didn't know that.
I've got friends that actually own real legit recording studios that have reel-to-reel tape or two-inch tape.
Yeah.
And he's like always trying to get me to go out there, but I'm like broke. So I'm like,
It's like,
I already bought everything. Like
my shit's in a van. I got my guitar. It's like James Hetfield, the song "Fade to Black" about his guitar. It's like that. Everyone thinks it's like about death. I was like, no, it's about James Hetfield.
It's not that I don't believe in your
He lost his guitar. All their equipment was fucking stolen.
It's not that I don't believe in your talents. I'm broke.
I can't do it.
I want to.
It's like
so
it's
bad.
there, but like somebody help. Now I get it, man.
No, it's fun though. Like it's okay. So I went to audio engineering school because I wanted to work in a recording studio.
Yeah.
Come to find out, there's no jobs in recording studios. You have to like own your own shit.
Yeah.
Or like intern forever. I'm like, I don't have time to intern. I need to make money.
Yeah.
I've got a family and stuff. So it's different. Let's get to beer number. What is it? 5.
4/6.
Yeah.
Because the
Yeah.
technical difficulties.
Right.
Get a Yingling in there. Yeah.
I gotta clear it up.
So I'll go back to the time that I met you, and Jay. You were at a show. You were downtown in Denton. It was cold as shit. It was like super freaking cold.
I can't believe you stayed.
No, I did because
Some of my best friends didn't stay.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Man, dude, it was cold.
These fuckers.
But like your band was out there, and it was like just out there on the Denton streets, helping pull the drums out, and set up and all that stuff, and wiping snot from your nose, and just trying to be freaking warm. But
our bass player was sick, and she was pissed.
Oh, why?
She was like, "It's fucking 20 degrees
What
outside.
are we doing here?
I don't want my equipment out here. I'm fucking sick.
Thank you.
I drove all the way from Fort Worth for this bullshit."
Yeah.
She was mad.
You know what though?
I don't blame her, but also like
it's a gig.
Fuck, dude.
It's a gig. It's like you're on set. People are, they're here to have a good time.
Yeah.
But I will never.
Well, I'm glad you stayed.
No, I did. And it's like, dude, when you came out, like when you get in your music and just seeing you just go and move around, it's like, dude, I was headbanging at my freaking dude. I was like, Chris has got this going on.
That was my
man.
element because I do run hot,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, it's 20 degrees.
Yeah, like, I'm in my fucking zone, man.
This is the best.
Your bassist is pissed off
Like, why
because
can't
she's
we
like,
just-
I'm freezing my ass off. You're like, oh, I'm finally cool. This is great.
I'm like, Tiffany, why can't we move to Alaska? This is so awesome.
Outer Banks. But no, watching you out there, just like, dude, you guys, you jam, and I love that. Just making your own, music and all this stuff. Like, I love seeing that undiscovered talent. Like, I get it, whatever financials, but
oh, we forgot. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, what are we doing?
We forgot to do. It's Real Ale Brewing.
Sorry, Real Ale.
Have you ever been to Real Ale?
No.
You should go to Real Ale.
Where they at?
Fuck. Somewhere, Blanco, Texas.
Oh yeah, I've been to Blanco.
Their brewery is awesome.
Let me see the can.
Fresh Kicks Hazy IPA.
Whoa, nice. 6.6, not too bad, not too heavy.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we
No, you're
forgot
good.
to do the introduction for the beer we're drinking.
No, I was just saying, I loved seeing you in your element and just jamming out.
That was one of our better ones.
Who's your lead singer?
Caleb.
He's the one with the braids.
The dreads.
The dreads, man. He's cool.
Dreads, man.
Yeah, I enjoy
he's
talking
cool as
with
fuck.
him. Yeah.
He's cool as fuck. He gets so mad when people ask him if he likes reggae.
Oh,
But
well,
you-
it's like, no, dude.
He's like, but you look like you listen to a lot of reggae. He's like, I don't listen to a lot of reggae sometimes, but
It's like, I'm not freaking Bob Marley. It's like, I just want to jam.
he's a cool ass fucking dude. man.
So, what is y'all's angle? Like,
So,
what is
okay.
your power thrash? Just like,
we're coming up on our 1 year anniversary of being a band. And the band's Faded Night, if you don't know. Mm-hmm. We
love the name, by the way.
like the Kelly, the bass player, just posted today, like the original post that she put up.
Yeah.
She said, I'm looking to get back into music. Who wants to start a band? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I play guitar. And then Caleb was like, I can sing. And then I was already talking to Kevin. We were going to do a country band.
Oh, really?
And like,
So you were going to do like slide guitar, the whole thing?
Like I was gonna sing my country country songs. They're not really that country because I don't have
still want to hear 'em.
I don't have the twang. I ain't got the twang.
The Randy Travis.
But Americana. I'll say
Gotcha.
Americana. And that was like the same week. And I was like, hey, what? Do you like rock? He's like, I love rock. It's like, let's go do this.
All right.
So then we all met up here at the same time for the first time. And we've just been a band ever since.
That's cool.
Actually, Caleb did not show up the first
So
time.
how do y'all book gigs? Like
Just so fucking hard these days.
Is it?
We haven't played a real venue yet. We've been playing breweries.
Just breweries, yeah.
Because that's where
Yeah.
music's at. But we do have our first venue show coming up Memorial Day weekend.
Sweet.
So that'll be fun. I'm excited to get on a real
What's
stage
the venue?
with lights. Andy's.
Andy's.
In
Okay.
Denton.
Yeah.
But a stage with real lights and a real PA that's built in, not
Dude, that's
portable.
awesome. So yeah, you
Damn,
feel like you're taking your game and stepping up to the next level.
Yeah. Like we've been doing this like collectively, like we've all been in different bands in the scene for so long. Like my first show was in 2009.
Yeah.
Like doing this for so long to like this is what it's become. It was like just parking lot shows. This is weird.
Oh my gosh.
It's weird, but starting from the bottom, starting from scratch.
That's where it is. That's how it
So,
happens. So it's organic.
It's
you
fine.
know.
But this is my favorite band that I've ever been in because like everybody's just like focused. Other bands
So,
I've been in, it's just like let's just get drunk as we can.
Well, back in high school, like shout out to my buddy Jaron, by the way. We had his dad was like your dad. Like he always loved music, and even Tona still loves music, ukuleles, all this stuff. Like she just explores music, but they loved it. Jerry Garcia, the whole thing.
Oh,
But
yeah.
growing up, we always wanted to have a band, and we started this band called Twice as Nice. You know why it's twice as nice? Because we had 2 guitar players, 2 drummers, 2 bassists, and 2. It was a disaster. you
Yeah,
know?
it sounds
But we would
difficult.
show up and we'd start playing, but it would just, it's like everyone's ready to get high,
Yeah.
So it's like you didn't take it seriously, but
No.
that was like the only stint I ever had in a band in high school because that's just where it just. But even back in the day, like Flower Mound didn't really. It was before it blew up, and my brother, love him. He was kind of in the party scene. So
Yeah.
his senior year at Marcus. Bands would always and friends group would show up. It was Casa de Juan, that's
Yeah.
what we were known for. And my parents were so cool. They would just be like, hey, you're here. Give us your keys. You're going to drink here. We know this. And people would show up with all the alcohol. They would move all the furniture out of the freaking living room and bands would set up.
Nice.
There was this band called Brian J, if anyone remembers that out there. And it's like, it was a high school band.
Yeah.
But my some good buddies, everything was Creed back then. So it was like Creed, I was like, oh yeah,
Everything's Creed right now,
Fuck
man.
yeah, it is, dude.
What are
They're
you talking
fucking
about?
Rangers, man. Let's
They
do
sold out Dos Equis.
I know. How cool is
That's
that?
awesome.
So it's like full circle, but
Yeah.
the whole gambit and like the cops, like we were on the beacon of Flower Mound. Cops would always show up at my parents' house. They'd run off. That was our booze for the night.
Yeah.
It's like we had free booze all the time. But yeah,
Nice.
we, just garage bands, no namers, nothing. But it was like we just enjoyed the hell out of that. And that was pretty much,
Well, that's how I met Jay.
yeah.
My house,
Love Jay, by the way.
my parents' house was the party house.
Yeah.
We were half a mile from the high school. My mom worked all day, and like didn't care if I went to school. Okay,
It was kind of like, yeah.
Let me preface this. She really cared, but she couldn't do anything about it.
Right.
I was going to become a third-year freshman.
Right.
And she was like, you know what? Whatever. Even the counselor was like, just sign this. And
Just let
go.
him do his thing.
But I had more fun running the party house
Yeah.
and like having people over all day, and it was crazy. Like people just skip
It's like
school,
Animal House.
walk to the house,
Yeah.
and we would just do our thing all day.
That's so cool.
Like smoke weed,
yeah.
drink beers, party. There was never
How did we not meet? That's
never
like, it's like I
any
would have been
drama.
there every single day.
never any drama whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't want to say whatsoever.
Yeah.
There was a couple drunk nights, but no, man,
But the
that's-
cops come out,
like,
or
everybody-
was everything really cordial?
It was rural, so
It didn't matter.
it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that part of Denton was there was nobody over there.
Undeveloped. They had 20 years ago.
It's right
Denton.
behind Ryan High School. So it was like,
Dude, yeah, nothing.
they didn't give a shit.
Nothing.
Plus, we weren't being loud enough
Right.
to be loud. Okay, so the house that I grew up in, or I didn't grow up in there, but the house we moved to in '99, it's my grandparents' land or whatever. So there's 5 other houses on it that we owned. It was all kind of family-ish back then, anyway. Where was I going with this? Oh, there were no neighbors to call the cops. Like,
Well, yeah, because like they're all probably what 2 miles down the road or something.
no, it's a little cluster.
Yeah.
It was a little cluster of little houses, but there was no neighbors outside of that. Like, there was a warehouse next door and like fields.
Yeah,
So nobody gave a shit.
like a
Nobody even
butcher
knew.
shop. It's like you're just
Nobody knew until years and years and years later, like 2003, when meth became a problem.
yeah.
Not with me, but like with other people
It's
that
out
lived
there.
on the property.
OKC. It's like when I travel for work, it's like, oh my gosh.
People
Like, go
that-
to Broken Bow. It's
other-
bad out there, you know?
Other people on the property
Right.
were involved in that, and it drew a shitload of attention to it. So we bailed out.
Wow.
We left. I got my first apartment when I was 18. And
See, I never experienced that.
Really?
Me and Jen, we're high school sweethearts. So
Oh,
we met, and I asked her to marry me literally 4 months. Not even 4 months. I met her in October. I asked her in December,
yeah.
actually New Year's Eve, to marry me. And then we got married in June. So we graduated high school, threw the hats. A week later, we had our first apartment together. So I never had that single guy like lifestyle.
No, I didn't. Well, I didn't either. So I was dating a girl for 3 years while I was living with my mom at the party house. Right.
Yeah.
We got an apartment together. I was 18. She was 17. So it was my apartment. She was on it.
Right.
Or she wasn't on a lease, but
The
she lived there.
lease.
So 3 months into the apartment, we break up. Like done.
Wow.
And then
done.
Done,
Like,
done.
The Law
Like-
and Order.
fucking bye. you
Yeah.
know, whatever. So I was like, I'm like stuck in Louisville now. I don't have any friends in Louisville. I don't know
Right.
anybody out here. I got
Were you on like the 121, like where all the apartments were?
Round Grove.
Oh yeah,
Right
dude. I
across-
was on. OG. Me and Jen. We were at
Emily at Oak Bend.
Oak Bend. Okay.
So
We
it was
were
right across the
gosh.
street from the Walmart on Round Grove.
Yeah, we
It
were
used
on
to be
corporate.
pink.
We were on corporate, and gosh, what's that road? I can't even remember the name of the apartment. There were. It was like all the apartments were there. You know.
But $5.95 for a 1-bedroom.
Is that not insane?
I was
Yeah.
like, this
with
is
cable.
awesome. We went and looked at it.
Yeah.
Right? And like realized how cheap it was. We're like, no, it's $5.25
Oh shit.
for
Yeah,
a 1
you were living
bedroom. And I
really
was like, this
cheap.
is nice. This is 2004.
Yeah.
Right? So we're like, we can fucking do this. Like, this is easy.
It's like I could work part time.
No, I had a job in Louisville. That's why we looked in Louisville.
Yeah.
I got a job at a warehouse that was very eye opening
Yeah.
because it was called Four Seasons, right? And all they did was like automotive air conditioning parts.
Oh wow.
Now, this is where I learned that everything is the same
But
depending on what
rebranded.
sticker you put on
That's
it.
funny.
I was like, what? Okay, so
Your eyes were open.
like looking at the sheet, right?
Uh-huh.
This is $99 if I put this sticker on it, but it's $50 if I put this sticker
doesn't
on
that
it.
piss you off though?
I'm like, this.
It's
that was
the
so,
O'Reilly
to be
AutoZone
18 years old
special.
and be like,
do you want the
what?
Denso? Do you want the Bosch? Do you want this? Do you want the AC Delco? It's like
Yeah.
it's the same shit.
It's the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Somebody put a sticker on it, and now it's $50 more. Like,
Yeah.
This is insane.
Oh
man.
my gosh.
It blew my fucking mind that was.
But
what
yeah,
was
cheap
really
rent
going on.
back then.
Yeah, $5.25, dude.
That included cable and like utilities, like everything.
No. It was no cable. Utilities were like $30 a month though.
Yeah, but it was so cheap.
so
Didn't
cheap.
even matter.
So
Yeah.
cheap.
We were 609, 1 bedroom, 3rd floor, and we thought we were living like kings.
Dude, we were.
Yeah.
I thought we were too.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, we lived there.
Covered parking, the whole thing.
We lived there. She got a job with her sister somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and she was making like $11 an hour. And at the time, that was big.
That
money.
was big, yeah.
I was making like $9 an hour working. No, I'm lying. I was making $7 an hour
Oh,
at this
dude,
warehouse.
that's brutal. Yeah,
But this is 2004,
right.
so 2004 prices.
It's affordable. Yeah, you could still make it.
I was like, dude,
you
we're
could
fucking
still
balling.
go
I
to
didn't have a
fucking
car payment.
Hooters.
I didn't have
you
a car
have
payment.
wings and beer and still like pay your rent and everything.
Neither one
else.
of us had car payments because our parents gave us their old cars.
Yep.
we were fucking living it up.
Yeah.
But living together was not cool. like I would have my friends over, and she'd be like, "I want to go to bed at 8:00."
Oh no. You know what
Live with
pisses me
them?
off though is knowing that my kids and your kids will not get to experience that. It's
Dude.
too expensive.
No way. You had to have like three roommates
Yeah.
to
I'm like, I don't.
to have the lifestyle we had.
Yeah.
You'd have to have 3 roommates
It's
for
stupid.
a 1-bedroom apartment.
It's silly sauce, man.
It's crazy talk. But I mean, they're getting away with it. So
I know.
I don't know what to do. Like,
Vote.
vote. I don't know.
It doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. At this point, I feel like I just want I want my kids to experience the same opportunity that I got to experience growing up. You know, whatever that may be.
Yep. Exactly. I agree. I know. I try to like give them things that we did back in the day. You know, but they're not
tough.
interested.
Yeah.
Some of the things they're not interested in at all.
Yeah. Well, trust me, I get
different.
that. I think that's just a parent thing. You know, you want them to be in their hobbies. What
Let's
we
get
got?
this last beer.
Let's do it, man.
Grab that last
You got
beer.
some dark chocolate in here? What
I'm
do we
gonna
got?
chug this one. No, I didn't grab anything.
Good for you.
Nothing weird.
You didn't pull a J? No Guinness in here?
There were some imperial stouts I was looking at. But
Sunburst.
Sunburst. I've never seen that can. So
Lakewood Brewing. 5.5 ABV. An American wheat ale. This should be good.
I like American wheats.
Yeah.
I brew a lot of American wheats when I'm brewing.
So yeah, tell me about brewing. I know you want to get a kegerator going.
Yeah, I'm
you know.
gonna get a keys are going.
Keys are going. Yep.
Get a full, I don't know, four 6-tap bar going,
Yeah.
and then have a reason to brew. I bought all the shit to do it. Might as well do it.
Dude, I will come over any day you want me to help. I love doing that stuff. I miss my brewery so much.
Yeah. So tell me about your brewery. Like,
So
you had
again,
like what's your Instagram so they can go look at the pictures.
I will send a link.
I'll put it on the
link
bottom.
there. My buddy Jonas, he's from like Switzerland. He's responsible for all my adventures in that. Again, huge Mustang guy, hot rodder, love horsepower. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to hobby change. So I sold out, made a lot of money selling my cars, and decided I'm starting a whole fucking brewery in my garage. And I built it from the ground up. Spike Brewing, awesome.
Spike
awesome.
is
Dude,
awesome.
Spike is awesome. Customer service, even better.
And they're not outrageous
No, they're not.
in
No.
price.
They have the home brewer mindset, you know, like I had some damaged
They
stuff.
know who they're selling to.
They do. Yeah. They know who their customer is. And I love that. You know, had some damaged stuff. They fixed it like that.
Cool.
But
cool.
built a bench, had the whole thing, got a glyco chiller, you know, had the fermenter, all that stuff, grinder. So it's like I would get my grain from a company in Hearst.
Yeah.
It's, it's been so long. Whatever brewing company, I could get all my grain, my yeast, everything there that I could possibly get. How's that, by the way? Is it good?
Probably the one. That's probably my favorite right now.
No, saving the best for last.
It's
That's
so
good.
It's so light and refreshing after all this.
That's so
this-
good.
This crazy hell.
It won't fuck you up though.
No, but
love
I'll
that.
drink it all day.
So yeah, completely just nutted out on a home brewery system. It
Yeah, you went all out. 'cause
I did.
I know.
I did.
I know what it is.
What's
and-
sad is it happened during COVID, so I had no one to share it with.
Oh man.
So I would like have literally 9-10 gallons of beer that would go to waste because I like.
you can't drink that
And
much.
this is a sad thing. You make your own beer, but then you buy shit from the store and you're getting drunk
Yeah.
while you're making your own beer. But it was so fun, but it was so lonely at that time of my life because
Right,
it was
right,
COVID.
right. COVID.
But it's like somebody like you or other friends, just everyone was scared to touch a fucking gas pump, you know? We didn't know
Anything.
what it was.
Everything.
Yeah, we were freaked out. It's like we've learned some things now to say that was silly sauce, whatever.
I
Moving
never
on.
believed in it.
I know.
Not fully. Not full-heartedly. I was scared when I got it.
Yeah, me too.
I had
Dude,
it
I
for-
almost died. I went to freaking Denton. Like I had double freaking pneumonia, the whole thing in the hospital. Doctor saved my life.
I did
you
it.
know.
I did it here with my buddy. We got it at the same exact time, probably the same strain. He was in the hospital.
Did you
for
have the Delta?
the Delta?
Yeah, me too.
Fucking
Dude, that was
knocked me out.
brutal.
Scared the shit out of me,
Yeah.
dude.
It made you think about life.
That inspired me to actually come in here and actually record
Dude,
an album. So
that's freaking
I was like,
awesome,
I gotta
man.
leave a legacy for the children to listen
Yeah,
to. Like,
man.
something to have.
Well, it makes you think. You
was like,
realize
dude, I
like
could
life is
fucking die.
fragile. It's sensitive.
Like,
you know.
is this real? Because I was losing my mind, dude.
Well, you
Losing my
turn off the
mind.
damn TV for one, because you hear
It wasn't
everything.
even that. It wasn't even that. It was
was
the way
just-
I was feeling. Was
Exactly,
like,
dude. I thought I was
holy
dying.
shit.
Like I had a freaking blood oxygen thing on my face. I was like
All day,
89%.
Yep.
It was bad.
Yep.
So I had one lung, then the next lung. They admitted me, and I was in Denton for a week and a half.
Did they put you on a breathing thing?
Oh no, nope, didn't have that. I was fortunate because they gave me the myocard whatever antibodies. It was like a new thing that came out.
Yeah.
They had like sites that they were testing people, and they had just come out. Myoclonal antibodies, whatever it was, and even the doctor came in. He said, "You know what? You're gonna be fine because you just got these." But it was scary, like knowing
Dude, that was really
I
scary.
had. It's like my children were birthed in this hospital, and I'm in
Yeah.
here thinking I'm gonna die. You know, it scared the shit out of
See,
me.
I didn't go. Like I had because my wife is a nurse. She's an RN.
She's awesome, by the
She
way.
made me wear the fucking thing.
Yeah.
all the time and check it, and I never got below 90. So she was like, "You're fine. Just walk it off." I was like, "Okay, I'll just."
I
sit
thought I
here."
was walking it off. I walked around the neighborhood, had double pneumonia, and I came
Did
home.
you
thought I
have
was gonna
the
die.
crazy like daydreams?
Yeah.
Like you think you're somewhere else, and then
Yeah.
you wake up, and you're like,
It's like it's so trippy. It's so
fuck
trippy.
Some people pay for drugs like this.
It's fine when it's recreational,
weird.
you know. But it's like when you think you're dying, it's not fun.
Am I dying?
Well,
Like,
I love that you have a story behind that though with the music. You know,
yeah, no, that
and to me,
lit a
that's
fire,
what makes good songs.
that lit a fire under my ass. I was like, dude, I gotta fucking record this stuff. If I die, like they'll never know their dad even wrote songs.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. All right. So I did it.
Well, that's the question. What's your legacy? You know,
Yeah,
what
leave it-
will you put on this earth for? To just be here, have fun, party, or do you want to leave something behind? Like for me, my kids know without a shadow of a doubt, if you cut me, I bleed blue. I love my cars. I love Ford.
Okay.
I'm loyal. Like
So-
they know I love horsepower
So
and music.
So Tiffany's dad died when she was 11,
Oh, that sucks.
and she has these cassette tapes of her dad, like in college and stuff, singing with his friends and stuff.
Oh, wow.
And that's what she has.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I want to leave something like that for my kids.
Yeah.
Like now that technology's here, I can just put it on Spotify or YouTube. It's there forever.
Yeah.
So I did that. I chose that route. I was
Good
like,
for you, dude. I
fucking
love
do
that. I love that passion and ambition. I think that's important. I hope one day my kids think the same thing. Like, what did my dad leave behind? You know, it may not be
Yeah.
a song. It'll be a freaking burnout in some country road with freaking, oh, my dad did that. You know,
Start a YouTube channel.
I know. My wife.
What's his
Jen-
Your son could hold the camera and just watch you do.
I know, well,
donuts.
Nate's done that. I got yelled at. So in Corinth, a brand new neighborhood, when we had just put the heads of the cam in my red Fox Body Mustang, ripped some big ass fucking donuts, dude. Just
Hell
like
yeah.
I burned up $400 set of tires like that. Just he
Yeah.
filmed it. I'll share it. But it's like, you know, I didn't care. And then we were at my daughter's choir, and a friend of mine, I won't say his name, worked for Hickory Creek. He came up to me, grabbed me by the behind of the arm. Hey, Brad, what's up, man? Hey. He was like, so a lot of the Corinth PD is not really happy with you right now because you did a massive burnout in a new neighborhood and you had
Yeah.
Corinth signs showing. I was like,
Can't do
well,
that.
stop closing all the fucking drag strips
Yeah,
around. It's like Sanger's gone. Like,
Yeah.
what do you want racers to do? They can't help it but take it to the damn streets.
Take it to the streets.
Yeah.
Taking it to the streets.
Streets. There it is. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take this to the streets.
Yes, let's do it,
And go
man.
hang out with our idiot friends.
Well, thanks
that
so
are
much
hanging
for
out.
having us over, man.
Hey, man,
Dude,
thank you for coming,
I love it.
Mr. Brad Compton. Everybody.
Peace out, y'all.
We'll see you next time.